Okay, guys, so next, a very important part in Power BI complete video course is parameters. So parameters is very confusing to so many people. What is mean by parameter? What is difference between the parameter and a filter? Okay, how to use it, how to use it in tax, how to use it in what if analysis. Okay, so we will see completely what is mean by parameter. So parameter is a variable which is manually created in Power BI, which allow us to make our reports and charts and visuals dynamic or very much dynamic, right? And it is a very versatile feature which Power BI have introduced. It is available in many other tools, but it makes the report more dynamic, flexible, and interactive, right? So let's say you want to create two or three charts for user, but you can create it in one single chart in one single dashboard if you know how to use parameters, right? So instead of creating repetitive visuals, you can just use parameters and you can make use of it to have it very much dynamic that everything can be represented in one single visual, right? So they function like a variable which we create manually, and once you create that variable, it will be used in entire report however you want, right? So it can be used in Power Query, it can be used in data connections, in data modeling, in logics, in DAX, if you are using a what if analysis, right? And you can also change the behavior of your report, right? Based on whatever parameter you are creating, right? So it is a variable which is not present in our data, but we manually create it so that we can tweak the data, we can change the numerical values and see what if 10% of sales would increase or whatever will happen, right? So overall, it will just increase the flexibility and scalability of the report, right? It will reduce the manual work because it is very much dynamic, okay? And it will also increase the performance of our report, right? It will also improve the user interaction. On one single click, entire dashboard can be changed. And by using this, we can actually build smarter and dynamic dashboards, right? So it can be also, play a critical role in creating robust and dynamic Power BI solutions, right? So this was a quick introduction. We will do actually hands-on on what is meant by parameter and how they work. So let's step ahead. So before moving ahead into our video, let me introduce you to my new website. And this is my new website which I have created. And you can see my name over here and my profile. So I am working as a lead data analyst. And these are my main important tools which I'm right now working on. And I'm a YouTuber, so I have more than 210K subscribers on YouTube. You can see I have an experience in data analyst and data engineering from last 11 years, I can say. And I have worked on many tools, many domains, many projects, more than 200 plus projects I have worked on. Okay. And you can see the tilted bookings from my website. So these are the original bookings, not inflated anywhere. Okay. And these are the ratings which I have received on all of them. So these are my achievements, right? You can look over there as well. So I have uploaded few video course and a few are upcoming. So you can see I've uploaded a Power BI project video course, 20 projects video course, and here it is a Power BI India election analysis course, right? So these are a complete video course. If you click on this, you can see there will be a complete 45 hours of start to end video course, right? More than 45. And you will be able to master 20 real-time industry projects, right? On different domains that as well. So advanced tags will be used, data modeling will be used, cleaning, data cleaning will be used, advanced and custom visual we are going to be used, different formatting options, different layouting, and everything will be from start to end. And each and every project is designed by me, recorded by me, and it will be taught by myself. Okay, no other third party will be there. And in this, you will get a full video file, a Power BI dashboard file. You will get a raw data set. You will also get a problem statement, all images and backgrounds used, all PPTs and domain documents also if there are any. Okay, so you can read over this, and if you have an issue, you can reach out to me on this email or on this WhatsApp number, right? And when you purchase this, you will get in this particular format that you will be able to see a live video over here, right? And here you can, at the bottom, you can see you can download all the files from here, right? So that you can make them in your project also, right? So in similar way, I have created an exclusive election analysis course, which is more than 4 hours of video. This is also added in this. If you want to buy it as a separate package, you can see it is 6 dashboards are there, advanced courses is there, and there are data modeling is used, drill through, bookmarks, drill down, all the features are being used. So you can see right now price 1399, but I have reduced the price, and for a few days it will be a launch course, or a launch offer will be 1099 or 10, I think so 1050 will be the price for this. So it will be exclusive for a few days. Okay. Apart from that, you can also buy my other packages, right? So the data analyst complete package is also available, where you will get the roadmap of and the videos on YouTube, where you can watch it freely, is available in this package. Everything will be there. If you click, you can see everything will be provided to you. Statistic, Excel, data warehouse, scalable, all the notes, all the PDFs, cheat sheets, formula notes, and everything which are important for your interview and for your learning as well, right? Then these are the 25 projects, but this will be without video. If you want it, then also you will get all Power BI files will be available in this. And also I have uploaded a new video course today itself, which is on Tableau projects, Tableau 10 projects, which is there. So that is also available on my channel. So if you go over here and if I click on back, here you can see a Tableau complete video course has been also uploaded, which is more than 30 plus hours. You can also go through this and you can see these are the 10 projects, everything from start to end. And this is what you will get in the package, a complete video. In the same way, you will get that video, right? So there are other materials also, like Excel projects are there, capstone projects where you will get this in the form of files, right? A pizza sales analysis, finance domain, Power BI material, 30 plus interview questions on different 30 plus companies, right? Scenario based question, level 1, level 2 on all the data analysis tools, right? So there are other packages, so many that are that can help you in your journey. You can just go ahead and you can look, and if you have any questions, you can reach out to me on my email or on my number. Okay. So this was all about my website, which is newly launched. New course will be uploaded, and in few days I will be uploading an advanced DAX course from basic to to expert level, as well as the Power BI complete video course, Excel SQL complete video course will be uploaded, which will be recorded by myself. So in January 2026, it will be available for you. All right, guys. So now let's move ahead into our video. So we will create the first type of parameter is nothing but a field parameter. Okay. So how to create this field parameter and how does it work? So for that, what we are doing, we are using the sales data, the same data which we used before. First, what I will do, I will just go ahead and add a bar chart. Okay. So I'll explain you with the help of a chart over here. And I will take a subcategory and then I will add sales, right? So here you can see we are getting to see a sales value over a different subcategory. But in the same sales value, I want to see how many products are there, how many quantities are there, or how many number of values are there in our data, right? So how to do it, how to change it, and how we can do it, and you have to do it in one single chart itself. So you will say I will create one more chart for, let's say, quantity. I will create one more chart where it will show me profit, and you don't have to show it in tooltip. You should actually see it over here, right? So when I change the data labels, it should be visible over here. Okay. So now how to do it? And so it is very simple. So for that, what you have to do is you have to go in modeling. Okay. You have to go over here in modeling tab, and here you have an option called new parameter. So I'll just click over here, and first we will see field parameter. Okay. So I'll just click on field, and here you can name the parameter, and I will name it as a dynamic measure. Okay. Because it will be used as a dynamic measure for us. And when you see the sales data over here, what we will do, I will just take the total sales from here. Okay, I want to see sales value, I want to see quantity, and I want to see profit. Okay, so these are the values I want, which by which the chart should be changed. Okay, but if it is this the correct way of doing it? Let's see. Okay, so just create. Okay, as soon as you create, automatically a DAX has been created over here. You can see this is the DAX, and a new table has been created which shows that we have created a dynamic measure, and those dynamic measure will be automatically shown over here in the form of a slicer, right? And this is the DAX which is automatically created again by for that parameters, where it is taking few functions over here, which is not very much important. Okay, it is important when we are going to create some projects, but at that project itself we will see how to create that. For now, I will close this. Right now, when I change this, I want to see sales, I want to see profit and all these values. It is not changing anywhere in the chart, right? So for that, what I will do, I will just select this chart and I will delete the sales from here. And instead of taking this sales, I will take it from dynamic measures and I will add it over here. And now I want to see profit, sales and properties. But here you can see it is not changing anywhere. Neither it is showing me sales or anything, right? Why it is not showing you? Because we are just taking sales over here. We have to actually take the aggregated value in the parameters, right? If you are using a field parameter and if you want to change it with respect to charts, right, then we have to take a aggregated value. If you are doing it in tables and matrix where we are not aggregating value, if you are not aggregating value, then you can use this. But charts, let's say for any subcategory, we should aggregate the value and then you should show it in the field parameter. So this is not the correct way of doing it. What I will do, I will just delete it from here. I will remove from here. Okay, I will just remove from here and I will also delete this whatever we created. So let's delete from model and I will just click on yes. Okay, so now we have deleted. Now what I will do, I will just create few DAX quickly over here. Very simple DAX. We are going to see a complete DAX tutorial also in this, but I will just create a very simple DAX. It will be very easy. What I am doing is I just want to mention here total sales. Okay, and I will name it as just sum of sales because this is an aggregation we want. So I'll just use sum of sales over here, right? So this is my way of for showing sum of sales. Second, I want to show total profit. So I'll just create one more measure. You have to create a measure, not column. So it will be total profit. We'll name it as total profit. And just same way, I will take it as sum of profit. Okay. I'll select sum of profit for hit enter. Similar way, I'll just right click and I will create a new measure again. And I will name it as total quantity. Okay, and same sum of what I will have to take quantity. Okay, we already have. We are doing just doing aggregation. Sum, count, mean, max, average. These are all aggregation. And I will also create one more which will help me to understand what are total orders. Okay, it is nothing but total orders. So I will name it as total orders, and it is very easy. We just have to take the count. Okay, we'll just take count of what all the order IDs. Okay, I'll just take count of order ID and this will give us the total orders. Simple. Now what I will do, I will just go in modeling now, and from here we will just select new parameter and I will create a field parameter over here, right? And I will name it as again, I will name it as now select measure. Okay, so it will allow us to select measure. Any name you can give. I previously gave dynamic measure. You can give the dynamic measure also, right? Now from the sales data, we will select all the values which we created. So total sales. So I will select total sales, total quantity, total profit, and total orders. All are added. And I'll just create on create. And as soon as you do, you can see this tax has been automatically created once we create that field parameter, and it is the logic used for this. And you can see at here a table has been created. Now I'll close this. I will select this value. Okay, or now what we have to do, we have to create visual. You can see subcategory is already there. I will remove this dynamic measure and I will add this select measure, this measure which I am taking, and I will add it onto x-axis. You can see right now everything has been selected, so we are getting all the values over here, which is not very much useful for us, right? So we'll just select total sales. Now you can see it is showing me all the values by total sales. And if you take a closer look on the title of this, it is showing total sales by subcategory, right? Now when I change it to total quantity, you can see now it is showing me all the quantities, and now it will also change its name to total quantity. Similar way, total profit. You can also change it to total orders, right? So this is how you can, in one chart itself, one single chart, you can show four different measures, right? And you can change the slicer settings to have a drop down. Okay, from here we can create a drop down which will act like a filter for us. It is not a filter, but it is what I can say is a parameter. Okay, and slicer settings, I will just click on single select. So only one value should be allowed to select over here. Okay, so let's say for total sales, I would like to give the color of the bars is let's say I'm giving this dark color. Okay, from here you can choose total quantity, and for total quantity you can change the color to this. Okay, now when I go back to total sales, it is showing me the same colors. So let's say if we can change it actually, I don't think so, but if we can, we will try. So from here we can go to bars and affects field value, and from here let's select in measure. I will select the measure from here. I will just select the measure field. Okay, I'll just allow rule, and from here we will select the measure field. So first we will see what how we have to do. We'll just go in table view first, and you can see select the measure field. We'll just use select measure, and we will have to use all these names over there. So we have to use field called select measure, right? So these are hidden fields. Okay, so from here, or we can use this also. What I will do, I'll just go over here and I will just right click and I will click on unhide all. So what we are doing, this measure order, it is automatically taken, it is automatically created, but those are hidden. But when you click on unhide, you can see all these fields are available over here. So now you can see measure order is 0, 1, 2, 3. So based on this, we will try to give colors. So I'll just go over here and I'll go click on conditional colors. From here, I'll go on rules, and from here, I'll just go to there and I will select the measure order. And if the value is equal to 1, okay, if it is 0, okay, it is 0 number, and here I will choose at this color. Okay, add new rule. If this is equal to 1, I will choose, let's say, this color, and I'll just click on OK. Okay, so now when I change sales value profit, it is not actually working. So let's see how to make it work. I will go bars over here and I will change it again. I'll delete this first and I'll come here and I will select from here again as select measure. If it is equal to total sales, okay, then let's choose it as this. Add new rule. Okay, if this is equal to total profit, then I will use this color. Add new rule. If this is equal to total quantity, okay, and I will, let's say, use this color. And if this is equal to total orders, then I will use this color. Okay, sales quantity. Now if you can see the colors are changing, right? So total sales, total quantity, total profit, and total orders, right? So these are the colors. You can play around the colors, you can change those. What we have done is rules is nothing but if that value is exactly matching to some value, right? And it should be, it is case sensitive, right? It is case sensitive. You have to type exactly what has been written, select what by what we have to do, and then just add the rules. Okay, so there are many formatting options. You can explore it on your own. Okay, it's very easy. So this is how this works. And now what I will explain you, what is difference between a filter and a parameter, which is an interview question as well. See, filter, you know that whatever filters here, right, we add here the filters. The filters will be taken from values which are already present in our data. Okay, right, those are the categorical values or numerical values which are present in our data, right? Whereas parameter is a workbook variable. Variable is nothing but we manually create it so that it can help us to make our report dynamic, right? So this is the main difference in between filter and a parameter. You can find many more differences, right? Technical differences, But this is a very basic difference between, you can say this actually in your interview, right? So this was all about field parameter. The most important thing is that you can play around and change the measures in a single chart, and by using this single one you can entirely change your dashboard as well. And we are going to use this in our project, so I definitely request you to just go learn projects also, because learning theory is equally important, and application of that will be done in projects, which is equally important, right? So this is all about field parameters. Okay, guys. So now we will see the next type of parameter, that is nothing but numeric parameter, and we also called it as what if analysis. Okay, what if analysis is very famous in many sales and banking domain. It is nothing but it will tell you what if this, then what will be the result, right? What if is nothing but if we see current sales and what will happen if we increase it by this percent, that percent, what will be the numerical value? Will we achieve our target, or will we back to our target, and like those, right? So this will actually help us understand that how to actually find what if analysis, right? So firstly, what I will do, I will just create a matrix chart over here, because seeing a matrix chart or a table view will be very much easy for us. I will take a table view, and I will take let's say subcategory, and I will show total sales. Okay, I'll take sales from here, right? So now we are seeing all the sales value and the with respect to subcategory. Now, what I am to do is, what will happen if I increase the sales value by 10%, right? So if I increase the sales value by 10%, what will be the output and what will be my total sales, right? So this is I want to see what if I increase by 20%, what if I increase by 20%, 30%, 40%. It is nothing but you are choosing the target for next year, right? So it is also called as what if analysis, or you can also say set a new target, right? So right now current sales are this. What should be the target of next year or next month? Okay. So what we will do here is I will just go to modeling here. You have to go in modeling and you have to create a new parameter. And now you have to take a numeric range. I will just take a numeric range. Then it asking me what should be the name of parameter. I will keep it as it is. Okay. Then whether it should be a numeric whole number you want, or a decimal number, or a fixed decimal number, nothing but a fixed value will be there. But I will just choose a decimal number. Okay, the minimum for the value for me will be 0.1. 10% if you consider, it will be 0.1. Okay, you can also add 10 over here, but if you want you can add, let's say, 10%. Okay, and but it will not give an intuitive value, so let's keep it as 0.1, and here I will just keep it as 1. Okay, so nothing but 100, this will be our 100%. We were increasing the sales up to 100%, and here it will be 0.1 is nothing but 10%. What should be the increment? That is nothing but again 0.1. Why? Because we want an increment of 10%, or if you want it by 0.5%, then I will add it as 0.05. Okay, so it will increase the value by 55%. And what should be the default value? Default value is nothing but when you close the report, and when you reopen the report, or when you publish the report, when you close all your Power BI service and tomorrow you open that again, what should be the default value that should be present on report? So let's say it will be 0.1 itself. Okay, so minimum value 0.1 is nothing but 10%, 1 is nothing but 100%, and 0.05 is nothing but 5% of increment in each value. Default is nothing but 0.1 is nothing but 10%. And now I will just create. And as soon as you create, you can see a new parameter will be automatically created over here. And you can see a new table is also created. When I click on this, this is an actual DAX which Power BI automatically creates to see these values, right? And this numerical value is nothing but what value we are actually selecting in our data, right? Now we will create a new DAX. I'll just select a new DAX. I'll create a new measure, and I will name it as sales target. Okay, I will name it as sales target. And from here, what I will do now, my sum of sales. Okay, this whatever we took here, you can see sum of sales. Value, this value should have an increment of how much? 10%. So increment is nothing but we have to do addition. Okay, in original sum of sales, we have to do addition. nothing but I will add here sum of sales. I will add an external bracket to it, and I will multiply this entire thing by our parameter. That is nothing but our parameter value. This parameter value, okay, which we created just now. I will close this and I will hit enter. Okay, as soon as you do, you can see sales target is there. Now I will choose this and I will add the sales target over here. Okay, and I will just bring it closer. And if you take a clear close look, you can see a sales target. First it was 167,000, now it is 184,000 because default value was 0.1. Okay, when I change it to 0.15, you can see value will change. What if I change the sales target to 15% more? What if I change it to 20% more? What if I change it to 25% more? Likewise, you can change it and you can set a new target. Okay, so right now 0.1, the default value will be 0.1, and you can see 5% of increment is allowed. Okay, so this is how it work, right? And if you want this to be converted to percentage, you just have to select on this numeric key value and just convert it to percentage. Okay, and you can show it up to 1 decimal point. Okay, right? Similarly, this also select numeric p value also and convert it to also percentage. Okay, and I will show it up to 1 decimal point. Okay, it's not showing over here because it has been taken automatically. It should be here. Okay, this is the parameter, sorry. So this is the parameter. Now I will choose it to percentage. Okay, so now you can see it has been converted and I will choose it to 0 decimal points. Okay, so now you can understand from here. So now if I increase by 20%, if I increase by 15%, if I increase by 20%, what will happen? Okay, now we'll go to format visual. And there are different values available. You can show a drop down, you can show between value, less than, greater than, as you see for filters, right? So it is very easy for us. You can also change the color of slider and all of those, right? You can also add here, okay, also create here that what is the percentage increase, if it is correct or not. So where you can go over here, and here you can see a new visual calculation is available. And from here I will choose a custom calculation. Nothing but we will create is at percentage increase. I will name it as percentage increase. And percentage increase, how to find out? We have to take sales target, okay, minus sum of sales. Okay, it is taking sales target from here minus sum of sales. Okay, and I will add a bracket to this, add a bracket to this. Okay, and divide this entire thing by what? Sum of sales. Okay, so here there is an error, so I'll select sales target again. Okay, likewise, and hit enter. Okay, as soon as you do, you can see here the value has been there. Okay, a new value, that is percentage increase, and click on back to report. So these are quick visual calculations which you create. I have created an entire new video also on how to work on these visual calculations, right? All of this, right? And you can see in right now 15% increase, you can see 10% increase, you can see 15, 25, right? So whatever you click, you can see it is actually increase of percentage is 30%, which is nothing but we are seeing the correct value over here, right? So this is you do what if analysis, and what if analysis is used in many things, right? So you can also use it in gauge chart, right? We already saw a gauge chart. So let's say this is gauge chart and I will add sum of sales over here, right? Then I will go in here and it is asking me what should be the target level, right? So you can also add the target level on gauge axis. You can see what should be the target, and I will choose it from here, and I will choose from here as in sales data. We have created a new field called sales target. Let's see it. Okay, so this is the sales target, and just click on OK. Okay, you can see now sales target, it is 30% of value, right? That is 30 million, same 3.024 million, the same value. If I change it to, let's say, 10%, you can see the value will change, right? It is now 2.68. If you change it to 50%, if you change it to 65%, you can see on gauge chart that value will change. So you can actually choose what should be the value. You can also type it over here. Let's say I want 0.2%, and now you can see value will be changing. So it is completely dynamic. Parameter is always dynamic. It is used actually for that. And what if analysis is very much important when you are doing some financial dashboards, right? They always want what will happen if I increase the sales, if I reduce the sales. At that time, you have to add multiple parameters. Okay. So this was all about what if analysis, or you also called it as a numeric parameter.